we're in this trade right now. We're up about 200 risk free. So yeah. We're just gonna hold this for a little bit longer. We're about 250, 260, 270. We're about 270.
Order
Closing
filled.
some right there. Letting the rest run.
Order filled.
Yeah, stopped out there. Made about 220 on that trade, so not bad. But yeah, simple trade taken on the breakout. Let's just mark it up real quick. So far, we're 1-0 today. Me about 212 so far. So, yeah, just stay patient. We'll probably get something else again today. Uh, but we don't see anything yet. I also don't like to trade this candle, so just be patient and wait. Okay, there's that. Marked up the trade. Sells will be below here, I think. Let's see. Below here, the level. Move this here, probably here. And then, sheesh, it's dropping. Oh yeah, because it opened. Yeah, sells will be below here. Probably below here, I think, just to be safe. Trying to think. It's just such a bad range here. For the most part, it's pretty bad. Yeah, not much room to play with here. So hopefully this can create like a big candle and come down like all the way around here, and then if you close below there, then we can come all the way down. It's very choppy here, so I honestly want to see more upside because there's more clean range to the upside and the downside, but we can't control where it goes, right? Let's see what we can do today. How was that game, bro? How was that game? How was that game, bro? Sheesh. Did you buy it or no? Or is it free? Sheesh. Did you buy it or no? Or is it free? Free? Sheesh, I'm gonna download it right now then. What's it called again? Black Myth Wukong? Bro, it's $60, you fag. Free? Sheesh, I'm gonna download it right now then. What's it called again? Black Myth Wukong? Bro, it's $60, you fag. I mean, it's gonna be the same thing, isn't it? It's like the same game. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? Yeah, so what I kind of want today is just to go bullish because there's not much range going down. Like it's just such weird ranges. So I prefer to close bullish if we can. Yeah, there's not much ranges going down here, so I'd prefer us to go bullish if we can, but we can't control that, so we'll see. I think the best range would probably be this one from 4946 to 900, 4900 because that's about the 46 pip range. Below that, we got about another 30 pip range, and then below that we got another 32 pip range, and then finally below that we got 38 plus 38, 76 pip range. Yeah, let's check out news. I think news is at 9, right? Or 10. News is at 9. Sheesh. Alright, well, let's start tuning in here if we can. Let's see how it goes. I want to see if I can tune into this speech here. See if we can tune in. I don't know how we're gonna be able to watch it. Maybe if you go to the YouTube for them. I'm not sure. Fed watch. Fed speech live. Schedule for 8:23. Yeah, here we go. It'll be this one, I think, or this one. So yeah, we'll have it open once the speech starts up. So yeah, as of right now, we're just gonna wait. I have a trade here actually. US 30 style. Let's see. Um, Let's see if this can close above here. It may not close above here. Let's see. Oh, it is actually. Okay, but so yeah, one more 1 minute candle. As soon as this closes above, we'll have buys, and then we'll wait for that bottom wick to be formed. Or we can enter right off the rip too, maybe. But I would prefer for the bottom wick to be formed first, because there's a pretty big stop loss. So yeah, just be ready on US 30 to enter. That's what I'm calling out right now. Potential entries on US 30. So let's see here. So you see how this 1 minute higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, equivalent low, higher high, and then whatever low this forms will probably be the higher low. But if it doesn't close above, then we're not gonna enter. It has to close above here, which I think it will. So now we're just gonna base it off the lower wick then. Oh wait, it might not. Oh, it is. Oh shoot, okay, yeah, it already blasted off, unfortunately. Yeah, it already moved up a good amount. Let's see how much. Yeah, 18. Sheesh. That's tough. I mean, how much you can do, right? Because we were waiting for that bottom wick to be formed, and that's not what we got. So we just gotta stay patient. I mean, I'm not too worried. I already made $200 in the day. I'm already at the highest point of my account too, so it is what it is. You know, we'll get something today. I know we will. Yeah, see, it's gonna come down for that bottom wick. You see, because like, it's not gonna just move up without creating a bottom wick. 90+ % of candles have bottom wicks on them, so this is a rare case where it didn't, but most of the candles have bottom wicks. Another level here. If it goes below that, maybe we can go down, but we'll have to see first. Yes, sir, Jay. I mean, we come here every morning. We're consistent. That's what matters, man. Once we once we show this consistency on a daily basis of coming through and staying disciplined, 87% is just gonna be another target we're gonna break. So especially because if we're staying at a 1-to-1, all we need is a 50% win rate to be profitable. But the fact that we have um, and 87%. You know, that's more than what we need to stay to be profitable. I only need 60% really to make consistent gains. So being at 87% win rate right now, like it's honestly like we don't even need that much. You know what I mean? Like we only need 60% to be successful in our strategy. So yeah, anything more than that, like it's all just plus profits. Anyone have a good tool like Canva like that's free because my free trial's ending soon, so all this the layout that I have right now um might not be able to US 30 coming down. So let's see how it closes. Um, where would I prefer to see it close below? I don't even. This is such a weird like level right here. I don't really like it. Like, what is this exactly? Maybe a little cleaner on YM. Yeah, I don't know why it looks cleaner on YM. It's so weird. So if we close below here, I'm gonna get into a sell for sure because first of all, let's get this liquidity wick. Second of all, we already faked out below two levels, so this will be the range two breakout going down, and we have no bottom wick on the daily. I think either. Let's see, no bottom wick on the daily. So yeah, once we close below, I'm gonna get in. Uh, honestly, I may just get in on the break of this low. Let's see. Actually, well, I want to see what the stop loss will be. There's no stop loss, man. That's the issue. There's no stop loss because if you think about it, if I enter here, like where am I gonna put my stop at? Because there's no like retracement from here. It's all the way back up here. So if I were to get in, I think yeah, 100 pip stop, it wouldn't work. So yeah, let's just stay patient. I'm gonna trust my strategy. Even though we're pushing heavy and we have no bottleneck on the daily, I still just want to wait for a closure below here. Just to make sure and stay consistent with my strategy. Man, we've been at 76 subscribers for so long now. Like 3, 4 days already. It is tough when the content you're pushing out, it just doesn't like lead to traction. um, yeah, I'm not sure what else to do in terms of content creation or how to get more people to sub to this channel. People just might not like free money, man. That's about it. We got about 5 minutes left here. Let's see.
what are these cryptic ass messages?
Which part?
We gotta like just something to know. What happened?
Bro, basically, like, I didn't tell Sean why I wasn't fucking with Hamad, but I basically all I just told him was like, I'm just not gonna be homies with someone who's like not looking out for like the better interest or some shit of.
Yeah.
Jerome going crazy, huh? Let's see what he's on.
I'm Millie, a content creator, coach, and business owner. If I had to start my business from zero, I would have focused.
Inflation has declined significantly. The labor market is no longer overheated, and conditions are now less tight than those that prevailed before the pandemic. Supply constraints have normalized, and the balance of risks to our two mandates has changed. Our objective has been to restore price stability while maintaining a strong labor market, avoiding the sharp increases in unemployment that characterized earlier disinflationary episodes when inflation expectations were less well anchored. While the task is not complete, we have made a good deal of progress toward that outcome. Today, I will begin by addressing the current economic situation and the path ahead for monetary policy. I will then turn to a discussion of economic events since the pandemic arrived, exploring why inflation rose to levels not seen in a generation and why it has fallen so much while unemployment has remained low. So let's begin with the current situation and the near-term outlook for policy. For much of the past 3 years, inflation ran well above our 2% goal, and labor market conditions were extremely tight. The FOMC's primary focus has been on bringing down inflation, and appropriately so. Prior to this episode, most Americans alive today had not experienced the pain of high inflation for a sustained period. Inflation brought substantial hardship, especially for those least able to meet the higher costs of essentials, like food, housing, and transportation. High inflation triggered stress and a sense of unfairness that linger today. Our restrictive monetary policy helped restore balance between aggregate supply and demand, easing inflationary pressures and ensuring that inflation expectations remained well anchored. Inflation is now much closer to our objective, with prices having risen 2.5% over the past 12 months. After a pause earlier this year, progress toward our 2% objective has resumed. My confidence has grown that inflation is on a sustainable path back to 2%. Turning to employment, in the years just prior to the pandemic, we saw the significant benefits to society that can come from a long period of strong labor market conditions. Low unemployment, high participation, historically low racial employment gaps, and with inflation low and stable, healthy real wage gains that were increasingly concentrated among those with lower incomes. Today, the labor market has cooled considerably from its formerly overheated state. The unemployment rate began to rise over a year ago and is now at 4.3%, still low by historical standards, but almost a full percentage point above its level in early 2023. Most of that increase has come over the past 6 months. So far, rising unemployment has not been the result of elevated layoffs, as is typically the case in an economic downturn. Rather, the increase mainly reflects a substantial increase in the supply of workers and a slowdown from the previously frantic pace of hiring. Even so, the cooling in labor market conditions is unmistakable. Job gains remain solid, but have slowed this year. Job vacancies have fallen, and the ratio of vacancies to unemployment has returned to its pre-pandemic range. The hiring and quits rates are now below the levels that prevailed in 2018 and 19. Nominal wage gains have moderated, and all told, labor market conditions are now less tight than just before the pandemic in 2019, a year when inflation ran below 2%. It seems unlikely that the labor market will be a source of elevated inflationary pressures anytime soon. We do not seek or welcome further cooling in labor market conditions. Overall, the economy continues to grow at a solid pace, but the inflation and labor market data show an evolving situation. The upside risks to inflation have diminished, and the downside risks to employment have increased. As we highlighted in our last FOMC statement, we are attentive to the risks to both sides of our dual mandate. The time has come for policy to adjust. The direction of travel is clear, and the timing and pace of rate cuts will depend on incoming data, the evolving outlook, and the balance of risks. We will do everything we can to support a strong labor market as we make further progress toward price stability. With an appropriate dialing back of policy restraint, there is good reason to think that the economy will get back to 2% inflation while maintaining a strong labor market. The current level of our policy rate gives us ample room to respond to any risks we may face, including the risk of unwelcome further weakening in labor market conditions. So let's now turn to the questions of why inflation rose and why it has fallen so significantly even as unemployment has remained low. There's a growing body of research on these questions, including Gowdy Eggerson's work, which we'll shortly discuss, and this is a good time for this discussion. It is, of course, too soon to make definitive assessments. This period will be analyzed and debated long after we are all gone. The arrival of the COVID-19 pandemic led quickly to shutdowns in economies around the world. It was a time of radical uncertainty and severe downside risks. As so often happens in times of crisis, Americans adapted and innovated. Governments responded with extraordinary force, especially in the United States. Congress unanimously passed the CARES Act. At the Fed, we used our powers to an unprecedented extent to stabilize the financial system and help stave off.
We've got passion, we've got determination, and if we set our sights on something, you better believe it's happening.
The risks of a severe extended downturn receded, and as the economy reopened, we faced the risk of replaying the painfully slow recovery that followed the global financial crisis. Congress delivered substantial additional fiscal support in late 2020 and again in early 2021. Spending recovered strongly in the first half of 2021, and the ongoing pandemic shaped the pattern of the recovery. Lingering concerns over COVID weighed on spending on in-person services, but pent-up demand, stimulative policies, pandemic changes in work and leisure practices, and the additional savings associated with constrained services spending all contributed to a historic surge in consumer spending on goods. The pandemic also wreaked havoc on supply conditions. 8 million people left the workforce at its onset, and the size of the labor force was still 4 million below its pre-pandemic level in early 2021. The labor force would not return to its pre-pandemic trend until mid-2023. Supply chains were snarled by a combination of lost workers, disrupted international trade linkages, and tectonic shifts in the composition and level of demand. Clearly, this was nothing like the slow recovery after the global financial crisis. Enter inflation. After running below target through 2020, inflation spiked in March and April 2021. The initial burst of inflation was concentrated rather than broad-based, with extremely large price increases for goods in short supply, such as motor vehicles. My colleagues and I judged at the outset that these pandemic-related factors would not be persistent, and thus that the sudden rise in inflation was likely to pass through fairly quickly without the need for a monetary policy response. In short, that the inflation would be transitory. Standard thinking has long been that, as long as inflation expectations remain well anchored, it can be appropriate for central banks to look through a temporary rise in inflation. The good ship transitory was a crowded one. With most mainstream analysts and advanced economy central bankers on board, I think I see some former shipmates out there today. The The common expectation was that supply conditions would improve reasonably quickly, that the rapid recovery in demand would run its course, and that demand would rotate back from goods to services, bringing inflation down. For a time, the data were consistent with the transitory hypothesis. Monthly readings for core inflation declined every month from April through September 2021, although progress came slower than expected. The case began to weaken around mid-year, as was reflected in our communications. And beginning in October, the data turned hard against the transitory hypothesis. Inflation rose and broadened out from goods to services, and it became clear that high inflation was not transitory and that it would require a strong response if inflation expectations were to remain well anchored. We recognized that and pivoted beginning in November. Financial conditions began to tighten, and after phasing out our asset purchases, we lifted off in March of 2022. By early 2022, headline inflation exceeded 6% and core was above 5%. New supply shocks appeared. Russia's invasion of Ukraine led to a sharp increase in energy and commodity prices. The improvements in supply conditions and the rotation in demand from goods to services were taking much longer than expected, in part due to further COVID waves in the United States. And COVID continued to disrupt production globally, including through new and extended lockdowns in China. Higher rates of inflation were a global phenomenon, reflecting common experiences.
Sometimes just starting is the hardest part. But once you do, the possibilities are endless. With one step, you can start that journey. You can become an entrepreneur.
Was unlike any period since the 1970s. Back then, high inflation became entrenched, an outcome we were utterly committed to avoiding. By mid-2022, the labor market was extremely tight, with employment increasing by 6.5 million jobs from the middle of 2021. This increase in labor demand was met in part by workers rejoining the labor force as health concerns began to fade. But labor supply remained constrained, and in the summer of 2022, labor force participation remained well below pre-pandemic levels. There were nearly twice as many job openings as unemployed persons from March 2022 through the end of the year, signaling a severe labor shortage. And inflation peaked at 7.1% in June 2022. At this podium 2 years ago, I discussed the possibility that addressing inflation could bring some pain in the form of higher unemployment and slower growth. Some argued that getting inflation under control would require a recession and a lengthy period of high unemployment. And I expressed our unconditional commitment to fully restoring price stability and to keeping at it until the job is done. The FOMC did not flinch from carrying out our responsibilities, and our actions forcefully demonstrated our commitment to restoring price stability. We raised our policy rate by 425 basis points in 2022 and another 100 basis points in 2023, and we've held our policy rate at its current restrictive level since July 2023. The summer of 2022 proved to be the peak of inflation. The 4.5 percentage point decline in inflation from its peak 2 years ago has occurred in a context of low unemployment, a welcome and historically unusual result. So, how did inflation fall without a sharp rise in unemployment above its estimated natural rate? Pandemic-related distortions to supply and demand, as well as severe shocks to energy and commodity markets, were important drivers of high inflation, and their reversal has been a key part of the story of its decline. The unwinding of these factors took much longer than expected, but ultimately played a large role in the subsequent disinflation. Our restrictive monetary policy contributed to a moderation in aggregate demand, which combined with improvements in aggregate supply to reduce inflationary pressures, while allowing growth to continue at a healthy pace. As labor demand also moderated, the historically high level of vacancies relative to unemployment has normalized primarily through a decline in vacancies, without sizable and disruptive layoffs, bringing the labor market to a state where it is no longer a source of inflationary pressures. A word on the critical importance of inflation expectations. Standard economic models have long reflected the view that inflation will return to its objective when product and labor markets are balanced without the need for economic slack, so long as inflation expectations are anchored at our objective. That's what the model said. But the stability of longer-run inflation expectations since the 2000s had not been tested by a persistent burst of high inflation. It was far from assured that the inflation anchor would hold. Concerns over de-anchoring contributed to the view that disinflation would require slack in the economy and specifically in the labor market. An important takeaway from recent experience is that anchored inflation expectations, reinforced by vigorous central bank actions, can facilitate disinflation without the need for slack. This narrative attributes much of the increase in inflation to an extraordinary collision between overheated and temporarily distorted demand and constrained supply. While researchers differ in their approaches and to some extent in their conclusions, a consensus seems to be emerging, which I see as attributing most of the rise in inflation to this collision. All told, the healing from pandemic distortions, our efforts to moderate aggregate demand, and the anchoring of expectations.
Craving a weight loss
I would just close out.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Damn, it's a freaking 26, bro. And it has 1 minute left in this candle. What the fuck, bro? All my profits gone like that.
That's why it's tough to trade news, man.
This is live and you learn, but damn, bro. Wasted everything I did.
Let's see if this respects. It might respect here on the 1 minute.
Yeah, the 1 minute. It's looking at that.
If it breaks that low that they created at 2500, then just 2504, then just close it. Just put your stop loss there.
I'm at 2,000 right now.
Just hold it for now, and then if it breaks that 2504 level, then just close it.
Put me on mute, bro. If it breaks that low.
Order filled.
We're in buys here on Nasdaq, so
I asked if there was an email that was sent
stay
out. There was
patient.
supposed to be something sent out. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. Did anyone
We're
give
gonna
any
hold this trade
indication
um,
on that?
and yeah. So let's see how it goes.
Otherwise,
I
I
think
can
it'll
take that as
push.
an action item and follow up and see if we can get clarity.
Let's see.
Uh,
We're not in the clear just
all right.
yet.
Well, we'll table that then. I'll try to get that information, Dale, regarding the September release.
So just keep holding.
Yes, and if you are targeting external, we need that as soon as possible because we want to make sure that member-facing user interface, it doesn't have any issues. If it makes
Move
sense.
stop loss or break even here.
Thank you.
Now just let it push.
All right. Other than that, Dale, the only other thing, the Rakuten, I think that's how you pronounce it, Rakuten. Anything in terms of this one that
Let it push. Let it push.
or you're just starting the development? Anything that I would need to communicate, like from an impediment perspective, anything like that?
It's in QA right now.
Oh, NQA.
Let it
Okay.
push. Let it push.
Perfect. So like
270, 290,
yep, that's all I have.
320,
We
350.
with you next. You go next. So yesterday
Closing
Order
off some
filled.
right there. Closing off 4. I'm gonna let the rest run.
so that was one thing, and then the disbursement. That's what I've been working on, focusing on. I'm hoping to deploy this to GE today, and have stitches moving quite
If
smoothly.
this respects this low, then and breaks the high, we'll have the stop loss below here. But we're already in profit, so just make sure you're just being risk averse here.
And Theo, would you like to go next?
Yes, yesterday, Mr. Mohammed,
Make sure to be risk averse here. What a what a closure, man. What we closed right perfectly. Stop loss will be below here. As long as it respects that low, we'll be good. Let's see how this goes. We're in profits. We already made 450 on the day.
I don't see Habib. We have Sajil. Sajil, do you want to go next?
Yeah, so yesterday I basically completed my demo slides, and I sent those out this morning. So if you guys can just take a look at the slides and let me know if there's anything you guys want me to remove or add, I can go ahead and do that today so they're ready to go by Monday morning. So just yeah, just keep me posted on that. And then besides that, I'm gonna look at the next iteration and see what we have planned. And based on the conversations that we had with the stakeholders earlier this week, might adjust that plan accordingly. Besides that, just in conversation with Mallory regarding an important compliance issue that came up this week. So just getting the requirements on that, and just creating the user stories. So that's gonna be my main focus as well. And that should be it from my side. Is there anyone left?
We got Ashley.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Yesterday, focused on testing the production bug, completed EGD test, done in UAT create, since even though it's a minor code change, we had to do small regression. Apart from that, supported mobile team questions on the E2E with applications for UAT Blue, and also tested and confirmed the fix for the API and external UI flow. And I'm still actually doing some more work on that and close out the corresponding bug and user story. Apart from that, working overall with the sprint items, I am trying to combine the testing with multiple user stories, for which includes MuleSoft, the ONTM RV changes, and the Google address autofill. Um, so I'm focusing on that, and once I wrap up, I will look into the marketing table changes. That will be a separate focus. That's all on my end. Who else needs to go?
Kamal, you want to go next?
Yep. Good morning. So yesterday I did work on completing the automation changes for the applicant tab. I'm almost done with that, but I had to comment out some of the codes because after UAT create deployment, I started running some of the E2Es, and then this morning I'm planning to complete maybe 3 or 4 E2Es, and then I will send the result, and then I'll try to complete this one today. And what else? I said, yeah, this one has just assertions for the summary tab and also the applicant tab.
We need a better bottom wick here on this, I think.
I'll take off this afternoon. That's everything from my side, Jerome.
Let's see. I don't really know if I want to get in here or not because there's no bottom wick here. That's the main issue. There's no bottom wick, which I don't like that. I'm not sure if we should. I want to see a bottom wick.
John, I think you haven't gone yet.
Not too much for me. Yesterday was a bunch of meetings. Today I need to look at that TMG system for an agent thing, try and see if we can do that via config. Mallory's got a FedEx report I need to write. Just got a bug from honestly for Home Diem that I want to fix, and then also there's possibly an emerging issue for warning codes and bill pay.
If this comes down a little bit, I'll be happy. And then I'll have a buy stop set.
Anything else that we wanted to bring up at this time? Questions, comments?
Let's
As
see.
usual, I have my scrum today, so if there's any escalation type of item, at least I didn't hear anything from your updates, but if there's anything, feel free to reach out to me this morning so that way I make sure I, call it out on your behalf. Otherwise,
Order filled.
anything else?
That's fine.
Any
You guys
final
stopped out.
thoughts?
No, we're gonna have the buy stop.
Yeah, just one quick follow-up. I know Mohammed, you also follow up with us here, but deploying to Dallas is the failover, right, coming up.
So yeah.
Starting tomorrow or tonight? So
That's the scimitar.
that's just the mid-time person?
Yeah.
Not the okay. Then we should be good. Alright. Thank you.
I'm gonna watch on the 1 minute time frame and see like the supports that it creates.
Anything. And thank you, Mohammed. Yesterday, actually, we got the Prel bug fixed, and also the APIM external URL got fixed, so it was taking care of all those.
Cool. For the deployment that we took for internal,
Let's see here.
because one of the steps failed, but I think Asia completed the steps manually, so I think she just needs to approve it, and then I'll be grading it.
Oh, got it. Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. Have a good Friday. Happy Friday.
Every Friday, because I'm probably taking some hours too. Bye. Bye. Thanks.
Thanks everyone.
Thanks everyone.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, we're just waiting here. Yeah, my last entry was based on a 1 minute closure above, which is the first time I've tried it, but because of the volume that came in when we rejected here, that's the reason why I entered. So, yeah, there's nothing else on that trade. I'm gonna update my trade Zella after this. So let's see. Yeah, we're probably gonna correct this whole move. Let's see. Probably gonna close bearish, I think, right? But the thing is, we're still very bullish today. So until we see like a break of structure, I don't really want to. Probably below here, I think, would be the next level. Close below here, then it could be a possible chance of us going down. It's making higher highs and higher lows, so let's see. You got about 7 minutes left, so we'll see how this closes. So you see how MNQ is closing bearish engulfing and is closing below two ranges. I think that would be enough to confirm a bearish move. So if we close below here, I may enter on a sell. So let's see. But yeah, I would need to see it close below here. And if it does close below here, because look, range one, right? Range one breakout, range two breakout. And then the thing is, everything is still very bullish. Daily and everything is still very bullish, but this could be the point of rejection, but we're gonna have to see for that. We don't know yet for sure. But look at this, bearish engulfing, closing below two ranges, and if it breaks the low, then I mean, there's not much else, right? 33 here and 87 there, okay. So yeah, we'll see. We got about 5 minutes left for a closure. Let's see what the stop loss will be. The stop loss will probably be up here, I'm assuming. 65, that's a lot. Yeah, we'll have to see how if it can create one more, then that'd be really good. Or I mean, maybe here. 38, yeah, it's tough. Oof, wow, what a push. I'm gonna delete this. So this is also closing, bearish engulfing. If it closes below here, then I'll take the sell. Let's see. I don't know if it'll respect this level or not. It can come down anywhere into this area. As long as it respects this low, it's still respecting the trend. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Got about 4 minutes left here. Once we see a top wick, we'll enter on the flip of that. Let's see, close below here. We slightly broke the high, we couldn't continue to push up, so I'm thinking this is gonna be the correcting move now. the wick fills 20. Sheesh, it's coming down again. This is still keeping the trend. You see how higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Whereas the 1 minute here, I think it broke. Yeah, it broke. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Broke this low. So anything below there now is gonna be bearish. So let's see. You got about a minute left here, almost. Minute or 2 minutes left. So whatever top wick this creates, that'll be the entry point for a sell. As long as it closes below here. You got about a minute left here. We may not close below here. So that'll be tough if we don't close below here. Let's see how it goes. We're closing above here on US 30. So I mean, there is a potential chance that we can continue to break these highs. Who knows, we might get into buys then instead on US 30. That's what makes me nervous about this now, is because we respected it, this whole wick area. So I don't know if this thing is gonna just continue pushing up or if it's just gonna, okay, there's a good push down. Did it close below? Yeah, that was the move right there, unfortunately. Yeah, we missed it. Because we didn't know if it closed below or not. And it's like hard to tell like if it did or didn't. It's like right at it, you know, literally right at it. If you closed 1 centimeter under, like less, then it would have been fine. But yeah, that was a trade right there. Oof, yeah, that was the move, man. Fuck. I have to keep in mind about these bearish engulfing candles, man. I really do. Man, that's tough, bro. That is very tough. But there's not much we can do, you know? At this point, we just gotta wait. Wow, yeah. This was the move, man. Sheesh, bro. Oh my god, bro. What the fudge? Bro, this thing is absolutely melting, bro. This thing is absolutely melting. So if we close below here, this will be the level, I think. Around here, so let's look at the 30-minute. 30-minute, this will be the level. If we close below, then we got a clean range. So let's see if we close below there. What a move, man. What a move. Yeah, now we're flipping. So now we can catch everything going down. Close below here, and then we can see the next area. And then below here. And then, yeah, below here. So let's see. I think we got one more move to catch, and that's it. And we need about 435 to just pass my account. But we're not thinking about that right now. All we're thinking about is price right now. That's all we're worried about. So let's see. We got about 8 minutes left. If we close bullish, then we're gonna have a buy on the break of this high. Let's see how we close. We're rejecting so heavily that we might have a buy stop here on the break of this high. If we close bullish here, then I may enter a buy to retest the highs. So if we close bullish, I'll get in on the break of this high to continue pushing up. Or if we close bullish here on the NASDAQ too. Let's see. Sheesh, okay. I think I will enter on NASDAQ actually, because I think there's a resistance here, so I'm just a little bit worried about this. But if we close above this, then it's valid. But let's see. We need a bottom wick here. Buy stop on NASDAQ.
Order filled.
Pushing up. Stop loss to break even. We're gonna let it run. Stop loss to break even, remember that. I think we're gonna retest this high. Stop loss to break even, remember. We need this to flip. We need this to flip. Come on, flip, flip, flip. Let's go. Come on, flip. Let's get it. Come on, flip. US 30 was a good entry too, but the only reason why I didn't enter was because I saw the NAS one and I like NAS more than US 30. That's why I didn't enter on NAS. I mean US 30. There we go. There we go. Damn, maybe US 30 was the one we should have entered. Damn, it's all good though. We're still up though. There we go. Ten seconds. Close bullish. If this closes bullish, it'll be good. Two seconds. There we go. Sheesh. Stop loss or break even, just remember. We're gonna hold until TP. There we go. There's the push that we needed. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Come on, man. Push, push. I'm gonna trail it because I don't wanna.
Order
There
filled.
we go. Whatever. Whatever. Alright. So there's another 250 made. 3-0 on the day. Fucking A, I just wanted to pass my shit. Oh my god. Fuck it, whatever. We're still up. Golly, man. All I need is 200, but I'm not gonna force anything right now. What do we have on my other account? 300 away. 700 away. So yeah, and we closed right at the top too. Like, I mean, like, is anyone else calling this like to this T? Like, literally at the top, we called it and we closed out. Like, is anyone else doing this? I don't think so. I really don't think so. But yeah, man. Fuck, I don't know. Uh, we waited for everything, like literally, like everything was planned out.
Trade. It came to like 200, but I didn't close because I'm like, oh, the fake out's about to happen. Fake out happened. I entered. Boom. Made that 2,500. Filled out the complete range. Gold did a triple fake out today. First as buys back into the range, then as sells, and then it just did a buy back into the range again. It's breaking highs again. That's 3 fake outs I've never seen. Double fake out. Okay, I expected that from gold. 3 is crazy.
Yeah, I think that's why I don't trade gold. I don't like the fake outs on gold.
But yeah, just calling you about the day. Great call on that fake out because I was done. I closed out and they were like, oh, just close it. We can take buys. I'm like, what is he looking at in that side? I'm like, it's a freaking fake out. I'm like, yes.
I didn't enter based on a fake out. I just entered based on a retest of highs with a bullish 1 minute trend.
Oh, I entered off the 15-minute closing back into the range.
Got you.
Yeah, 15-minute closed. It was making a bottom wick. I entered as it was making bottom wick. Boom, on 2.0, bro. If I made a 3 lot, 4 lot, I would have passed.
Yeah, it's all good though. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. That was one of my it's the most profitable day I had.
That's fire then.
But I'll let you go do your streaming thing. We'll catch up later.
There might be one more position.
I'm dying. I'm happy, bro. I don't even want to lose a single amount of this. Just going through the weekend happy. You want to patch your account, I guess it makes sense.
I mean, I'm literally one trade away from repassing this
How
one.
much do you need?
I just need 180. If this thing closes below 19,717, I'll get into one more sell.
How are you talking someone else and me at the same time?
This is you, bro. This is only you that I'm talking to.
Oh, that's my voice?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this is in the past. The live is 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm telling you right now, though, this close below 19,717. I'm gonna get in a sell here.
What is it?
What do you mean? What is it?
Nas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You hear that?
Yeah.
Bro, it's like I'm hearing you twice, bro, on the phone and here, bro.
Just mute the thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you want to stay on the call.
If you have to log off, all good.
No, I'm chilling. Yeah, I already reviewed. I just gotta enter the last trade details, and then I have a call at 11. I'm chilling. I didn't even realize I have a call at 11, so it was like,
Call at 11?
Yeah, call at 11. Hey, was that, what was that, bullish for Nas today?
I was bearish because I thought I was gonna make a bottom wick, but it never did.
Well, I think that was, for the daily I was different, and then for the 4 hour I was different, because it was the same thing with gold.
Yeah, I could see it. But yeah,
You see it, right?
but yeah, I mean,
Daily, yeah, the daily closed bearish, but the 4 hour I was bullish on.
I really wanted to let that position run, but I couldn't because it rejected it literally. So I wouldn't have gotten that plus. I wouldn't have passed anyways. Probably would have been as closest like $50 away from passing. I think
Even if you did what?
I would have been closest $50 away from passing.
What's another day on Monday, bro? Like,
Monday's my
I mean, I
worst
guess
day
you could
though.
really get one. Huh?
Monday's usually my worst day.
Really?
Yeah, so I want to catch one more trade at like 2 I think today, if I can.
Be smooth with it, bro. Take the lowest risk you can.
I just need to get 180. That's it.
But to get the lowest risk that can get you 180, what is that? 2 contracts? 2 contracts?
I want to do 5 because I just want to hit it. You know what I mean? I'll risk 250.
I feel you. And even if you take the L, you can make it back next week, then and pass next week. Either
Yeah.
pass today or pass next week.
Yeah, literally. I'm only gonna obviously I'm only entering if I see something I like. I mean, I'm not gonna just enter just because I want to pass. I'm gonna only enter if I see something I like. Like maybe this like right here, if there's a resistance formed on Nas, I'll enter a sell. Because it's still a bearish trend, right? We're just coming up to retest. So once there's a resistance formed, it'll still be bearish.
I see. And then wait for resistance formed, and then you're gonna take a sell.
I think so, yeah.
Where are you waiting for the resistance to be formed on? What time frame?
It does 15-minute.
Okay.
So let's see. But if there's no volume, then I might just call it, depending on how these candles are forming, like how big they are. If they're big, then I'll be more inclined to enter.
TradeZella's trading view, it's showing that all of NQ was in a range, and then the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles had some volume in there.
On TradeZella?
Yeah. Oh wait, never mind. I have to Yeah, it was still pretty rangy until that.
It was rangy up until Jerome Powell started talking.
Yeah, then everything boomed.
Yeah.
That's my first time trading news, and there were so many good entries on gold after the 5 minute that could have made so much more money, but I tweaked. I was scared.
No, I mean, it's better not to enter like when there's a lot of shit going on. Now things are settled, so now we're gonna get direction. I think direction's gonna be bearish.
So all these markings that are on the tracker, like 5 minute, where do I see like the total stats of alright, this is my best trade, or like
You have to go to the reports, trade reports.
trade reports? Okay. Entry time frame. That's 15 minutes. Okay. Just put this. I'm gonna give you the credit for this one. I'll be like, Sal called out NQ closing bullish. I looked at it.
I should have low-key just taken US 30 though, I think. Because I would have made all the money back. I would have passed already, I mean.
Yeah, because you had more range. But now, bro, like if you entered as it was making that I think you were looking at two different plays.
I would have passed with like $40 more, I think.
Because I got the entry I had was like as it was making bottom wick, and it was so fire because like as soon as the candle flips, starts at BE, I'm up like freaking 300-400 already on a 2-lot, and then it kept going up, and I closed at the top 2 with the next range. No, that was a fire Tala. So you weren't looking at the fake out back into the range there?
For Nas?
Yeah.
What fake out? There's no fake out.
15-minute closing back into the range.
It never closed outside the range in the first place. On the 15, it didn't. 15 respected that support.
Oh, 5 minute. It was a 5-minute fake out back into the range.
That's not even a fake out anymore at that point. That's just basically just a trend following.
No, because it did fake out. It faked out at 9:45, and then the 10 a.m. candle closed back into the range with the 15. Yeah, it was a 15-minute fake out.
Damn.
Because on the 5-minute, it shows like there's just wicks there. But on the 15-minute, it shows that there are wicks. But if you go on the 5-minute, it shows like those 5-minute candles that close below the range and close back into the range.
But you see how this 15 minutes closing might close bearish at the previous resistance of the previous 15 that closed bearish at this level?
Why is TradeZilla showing me it's closing bullish?
Why are you on TradeZilla?
Oh, I closed out Con Tower.
Okay. But yeah, I'm basically
I think the thing is not. We don't have the paid data on here, so it doesn't show the real shit, huh?
No, sir.
How much is the paid data?
Wait, what paid data?
Or TradeZilla, because right now it's not showing that 15-minute close making a bearish candle. It's showing a 5-minute closing bearish.
On TradeZilla? I don't know, honestly, why it's like that.
Actually, let me compare yours to this. Damn, I look homeless. That's what trading does to you.
Sheesh.
Look, on TradeZilla, it's just showing me this is the 30-minute that it's closing bullish, and then the 15-minute.
But I doubt that's up to date.
Yeah, it's not. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You
it's
might
not.
need
There's no way it's up to date because you don't have the data for it.
They don't, or can we buy it?
You can buy it, but I don't think it's gonna be there. Yeah, there's no reason to buy it for TradeZilla. Like you already have you don't even use it. Yeah, there's no point in buying it for that. It's gonna be populated after the trade ends, anyways.
Yeah, fair enough. So I said Sal called the NQ closing bullish. I looked at it, saw it pick up back to the range. As it closed, it made a bottom wick. For a new 15-minute, I entered, and boom. Yep, okay. You said reporting, right?
It should be in like the trade reports or whatever.
I'm in the dashboard, daily journal trades.
It should. I mean, there's like on the left hand side.
Report,
yeah.
I see it. Damn. Average winning trade 800. Average losing trade 329. That's good. Winning days 8. Losing day 2.
Your average losing trade is 300.
Losing trade, yeah.
And average winning is 8.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
I mean, it says that. What do you want me to do? I didn't do the math.
I guess that's true.
Okay.
You're only focused on your account, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Crazy as in good?
Yeah.
How?
I mean, it's like a 2-to-1 RR.
Oh yeah. That's a 2-to-1.
Yeah, probably a little more than that.
Fees, I have no fees in this shit at all either. I wonder if the real one I'm gonna get fees, but what's the real one difference? I am gonna withdraw with this 7,500.
There should be no difference.
Hopefully no, because that's kind of like cheesy with no fees or commissions.
What do you mean?
There's no fees or commission.
For Quant Tower?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. My average hold for the winning trades is 12 minutes. Average hold for the losing trade is 9 minutes. Average hold time for most trades are 5 minutes. Oh no, all trades is 10 minutes. This is some cool ass reporting, bro.
Yeah, that's why I told you to get it.
Bro, yeah, I was slacking. I had so much data in the past that could have been helpful for me to know by now.
Exactly.
So much, bro. Entry time frame tags. 15-minute entry I'm fire with. 30-minute entry I have been losing on. 5-minute entry I'm 5,000 up with $0 loss. Isn't that crazy?
What'd you say?
For my 15-minute entries, I'm pretty good. It's 3,000 in profits, and then 1,000 in loss. My 30-minute, I'm 740 in profit, but 1,300 in loss.
Say it again.
5-minute is 4,700 profit, $0 loss.
5-minute entry?
Yeah, 5-minute.
Sheesh.
With 4-hour biases, I've been winning the most. Dude, this is such good information. Against the 4-hour, I've been losing a lot.
I told you. Come on now.
Fire. This is so fire. Position sizes doesn't make sense. What time is it? 10:41. I look, you got it for a certain period. Let's see. What do I have to call it? I'm gonna call between progress solutions. Okay, I want to go on that boat. Hi.
For real?
What are you doing? Uncle Batman. That's it for your hair. Okay, we're gonna do spiky hair? Yeah. E with the spiky hair like this? Yeah. Your hair's so long now. Do you like having long hair? I like spiky hair. You like that? Huh? Rock and roll. Who are the other 3 people watching our stream? Anger? Yeah.
3?
Yeah.
Mine says only 1 right now.
Shows 3 to me. Oh yeah, 1 watching. Is 1 watching me or now it's 2 with me?
It might be me as well. Because I'm on the stream too.
Have you given me money for it?
What? YouTube?
For my comments?
Nah, hell nah, not yet. I need to reach like, I forgot how much, but I think I need like, yo, Cell's coming.
For what?
Nas.
I have a car 15, man, but I'm gonna look at it. Damn it.
If it closes bearish only.
On the 15?
Yeah, only if it closes bearish. If it closes anything bullish, then no.
And the hourly is still
Yeah, let's see. I think it's gonna close bearish.
Hourly?
15.
15, yeah. There's a good chance. It's looking like it. But you really think hourly is gonna come flip?
I don't know if it'll flip or not.
But you might be. I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, it's closing bearish at previous resistance as well. Oh my god.
Oh man, that's wild. Now there is a chance, Loki.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a stop sell. Oh my god.
15 seconds left. Damn. It broke previous 15 lows too.
Sell stop placed. And it's another bearish engulfing too.
Come on, make a little higher wick. Little higher wick. Alright, might break through, Sal.
I'll tell you if I'm entered or not.
Order filled.
I'm filled.
Okay.
Order filled.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I got you.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yeah.
Feel the range out exactly. Did the hourly flip?
Let's go! Let's go!
Something autistic. What happened? Why are you screaming so loud?
Let me see the hourly.
She's wearing pajamas.
No, let me see Star. I'll go see how we go. Let's go.
Tom, where's your cream?
She's wearing pimple cream.
Good shit, Tom.
Why are you screaming?
I just passed again.
What?
The challenge.
Me?
Yeah.
What you know about the challenge, Sarah?
Should we end it off on that?
What are you gonna trade now? You gotta wait for your other account, right?
Yeah.
You gotta trade now.
Sheesh. I got one more account, remember? Because I got two.
How much you need in the other one?
500.
But I thought you don't take any profit until
Just
you're
be happy for the
53.
day. Going to the weekend
I know.
is great, bro.
I told you I'm done now.
Huh?
What'd you say?
So just going to the weekend was a great move.
That is very true. I mean, I've already passed one, so I'm already happy as shit.
Yeah, bro. That's it. Just be thankful.
Damn, imagine passing in a week.
That's pretty fire, bro. I don't think I've ever. I think on my second phase one I did week and a half. Like phase two I did 5% in a week, but other than that.